Goldylocks Productions broadcasts universal cosmic frequencies that unlock, awaken, and expand the consciousness of our worldwide viewers and listeners. Welcome to the Transformational Soul Show with your host, Ruth Soltman. Are you ready to experience more stability in your life? You can change your life and be who you are meant to be, your authentic self.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ruth Soltman, and I want to welcome you to the Transformational Soul. Thank you so much for being here with me tonight. Welcome if this is your first time here, and welcome back if you've been here before. Thank you all so much for all of your love and support for me in the show. Please continue to like, share, participate, and subscribe. Goldylocks shows are available now on Rumble as well as YouTube, and some shows, including this one, are also available on Facebook. So I want to remind you all that all three of my books are available on Amazon and in the Kindle store. So if you have Kindle Unlimited, you can download them and read them for free. Now, if you are thinking about at any time in the near future publishing your own book, whether it's some kind of a novel, a self-help book, poetry, whatever it is, please think about taking my masterclass, How to Self-Publish, because you can purchase it and download it, and then you can watch it, over and over as much as you would like. It's a really good resource for anyone that's wanting to self-publish. It's got lots of information, and it would be really, helpful for you. It'll save you a lot of time from doing a lot of the research. Now, keep a lookout this month for some announcements. On Saturday, October 23rd, we have the Spiritual Message Circle. And most of you know what that is all about. Several of the show hosts get together and give little mini readings. And it's just so much fun. And also on October 30th, which is a Saturday, the night before Halloween, watch for some upcoming information on our Halloween special. I'm really excited about this. I wasn't a part of Goldylocks last year at Halloween, so I'm really glad to be able to participate in that this year. So that's going to be so much fun. So if you're here watching and listening, please say hello so that I know you're here. Hello, Veronica. So nice to see you. Hi, Kim, Sugar Magnolia. Kim says hi to everyone. Hi, Joyce. I'm so glad you could make it. So glad. Veronica says, I've started the ABCs of Forgiveness. Extremely helpful already. Oh, that is so exciting. I'm so happy to hear that. I think that's the first feedback I've gotten on that book. So thank you so much for that, Veronica. I really appreciate it. I've been getting lots of information this week. And, I have talked for the last few months about how my energy was gone and I was so tired all the time. Well, I have been doing a lot of clearing and releasing of stuff lately. And I don't know exactly what it is, but it must have just been some old energy that I no longer needed, because my energy has returned. And this past week has been extremely productive. I'm getting so much accomplished. I feel really good all the time. So I'm really happy about that. And I'm hoping that, the same is true for some of you, because I know we've all been feeling this a lot lately. Hello, Valentina from Sweden. How are you? Veronica says, I'm up to the denial chapter. I'm denying it exists. Oh, you're pretty funny, Veronica. But I have been getting lots of messages this week on different things that they want me to focus on. So I'm going to do that. Every experience that we have in our life, leaves a mark on us. It can not, I'm not saying necessarily something negative, but it does affect us. Big things affect us in a very profound way. Like, the loss of a job or the loss of a loved one. I know something has really changed for me since my mom passed away. It's that I'm so much more aware, I have so much awareness that our time on earth is very limited in our physical bodies. And, it's like we need to really prepare because we see how fast time is going by, right? I mean, it's just, I mean, it's almost the end of the year already in 2021. And I just feel such an urgency to do the things that I need to do or that I want to do or that I am supposed to do to fulfill my purpose. Because I know that, none of us are promised tomorrow. And that is one thing. I don't know why her death affected me, or her passing, transitioning affected me in that way, but it's made me so much more aware of our limited time on earth. And I feel like I appreciate my loved ones so much more. I am so grateful for every single day that I'm still here to spend with the people that I love. But that is one thing that I learned from that experience. And we all have different things that we go through. Some will affect us, in a very positive way. Some will affect us in a very negative way. But we have to see the greater lesson in everything that we experience, right? One of the things that they were very clear that they wanted to talk about is setting your intentions. And as I was working, getting this information today, I did pull a couple cards, and one of the cards that came up was the one that says crystal clear intentions. They want to remind you to be very, very, very specific about what you want. Do not let thoughts of what you don't want ever enter into the picture or enter into your head. Change your thinking from I don't want, or I hope I don't get blah, 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 or I hope blah, blah, blah doesn't happen. Change that and focus on what you do want. Focus on what you want to bring into your life. Okay, so raise your vibration. Raise your vibration, your energy vibration, to the vibration of what it is that you want. The universe will match it and send it back to you. If you're living in a place of despair and lack and unhappiness, that's the energy you're going to put out there, and that's what the universe is going to match and bring back to you. So if those are not the things you're wanting, then don't put out that energy. Instead, change it around to a vibration of peace and abundance and gratitude. The more we are grateful, the more we are given to be grateful for. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cycle like that. Okay, Joyce, try to close it out and start it up again and see if that helps. Joyce said that she can hear me, but the video is stuck. So try and see if you can do that and see if that works for you. So we have to be really mindful of our energy, because what we give off is what we're going to get back to us. The universe is going to send us exactly what we're sending out. And I used to think that sounded crazy and seemed like it was like so much work, and I really didn't understand it. But that is the way that it works. And when you practice this, you will see just how easy it is to manifest whatever it is that you want in your life. Our human brain takes these simple processes and complicates them beyond belief, beyond comprehension. And it's not complicated at all. It's so, so simple. All you have to do is focus your energy on what you want to bring into your life. The universe matches it and brings it back to you. It really, really, really is that easy. Okay, Joyce said she's back. Hi, Anita. Nice to see you. Now, they also want to talk about toxic relationships and behaviors. If you are in a situation, a toxic situation, it does not have to be a romantic partner. It can be any kind of relationship that's toxic, where someone is belittling you, someone, I'm burping, someone, well, you know what a toxic relationship is. It could be an abusive relationship, but it doesn't have to be physically abusive. There's emotional abuse. There's just all sorts of negative toxicity. And, if the other person doesn't want to change, all we can do is send them love and light, right? Because it's their journey. It's their journey, and they get to choose what they do. They get to choose what path they go down. They have to choose to want better and to do better. Our journey requires us to move away from these toxic relationships, right? And these toxic behaviors so that we can heal and we can become our most authentic self. We do not need toxic relationships in our lives. No one does. And it's really sad because most of the time, the person that is so toxic is someone that we really love and care about. So it can be really devastating to us on every level. But we have to love ourselves enough to no longer accept that toxic behavior and that toxic relationship in our life. We have to love ourselves enough to be able to let go. We have to let go for our own good. We have to love ourselves enough to put ourselves and our needs first. Because who else is going to? For sure, not that person who's so toxic to us, right? And what is toxic? Poison. So you have to let that go. There's no thinking, I can heal them, I can change them. So don't even think that way. Because, a lot of times when we're young, we might meet that person and there's a few things we don't really like about them. And we're like, oh, I can change that person, It doesn't work that way. It really doesn't. The only person that you can heal is you. The only person that you can change is you. They have to heal themselves. They have to change themselves. They have to do that work. Nobody can do it for them. This is their journey. If they don't want to do the work, well, that's where their path is going to take them, down that road of destruction, destructive behavior, toxic behavior, and all kinds of unhappiness. The only thing, and I mean the only thing that we can do, the only thing is to continue to love them from a distance, because we don't have to be in close proximity to them when the toxic relationship is affecting us in such a negative way. So we can love them from a distance and hold them in the highest vibrations of love and light. Okay, my last topic for the evening. So it's October and it's soon going to be the end of the year. Hi, Robin. Nice to see you here. Usually the time between Christmas and New Year's, I have some quiet time and I like to sit and think about like all the stuff I did this year, things I accomplished, goals that I had set for myself that I did achieve or didn't, to see where I'm at. And it's a really good time to reflect on the year, to reflect on your accomplishments, kind of doing a life review really, but only just for the year. See if you've reached those goals that you set for yourself. And it's a good time to reflect on where you are and where you are headed and where you want to be. It's a great time to set some goals for the coming year. What do you want to do in the next year, in 2022? It seems so crazy, 2022. Because when you set goals, it gives you something to focus your energy on, right? And you are in control of that. You get to choose. You get to choose your goals. You get to choose where you put your energy. So you want to make sure you put it in the right place. So where do you want to be a year from now? Because now is when you need to start working on that. Start sending some goals in motion. Set some goals and then create some steps that you can do to achieve those goals and follow through with it throughout the year. And don't, set totally unrealistic goals, something that's so outrageous that it's just going to deter you from trying. You want to set something reasonable, something, maybe following like one of your dreams, and figure out some ways that you can try and achieve that. And then that gives you something to work on during the year. You will soon be on your way to transforming yourself and your life. You can do it. We all can do it. Make 2022 the best year ever. And you can, we just have to focus on what we want so that we can bring that to us. Now, I did also pick a couple of cards before the show, and they're talking about answering the call to what you want to do, who you want to be. What is your soul calling you to do? Because you feel it. You know those things that really, really excite you and set your soul on fire when you do them. Only you know that. Nobody else does. I can tell you that when I figured out mine was writing and everything, like nobody else knew that about me. Nobody knew the feeling that I had when I would, um, put my thoughts and feelings and everything, the information I was getting down into words. Nobody knew how that just like set me on fire inside. And then I wanted to do it more and more and more and more. So only you know what it is that sets your soul on fire. So you need to do that, do more of that. I read this article today about how many millions of people, I want to say it was like 4.3 billion, but I'm not positive. It was 3% of the total population in the US, they said, have quit their jobs. I believe it said the last month, but I'm just going to go with this year because that's a lot of people. People are realizing, this 9 to 5, this daily grind is not what they want to do anymore. And all the situations that have been happening where they have to stand up and, speak their truth, it is causing this ripple effect. And ooh, chills. And it is causing this ripple effect. And they are realizing this is not who they want to be anymore. So they are stepping up. They are taking control. They are speaking up, speaking their truth. And they are learning that this is not where they want to be. So they're leaving. And it's so exciting because it's going to be such a different society, such a different world when we are all living in our truth, when we are all doing our soul's desire, when we are living in our purpose. What a beautiful place to be. Kim says she has been cleaning house, remodeling out negative things, and feel much better, much lighter. Can't believe how fast it's going. Well, that is awesome. Time to travel. She says she has been saying for years that I am not on this planet to work. There you go. There you go. I mean, you got to find what really sparks that fire in you. Many of us know from the time we're a small child, what our purpose is or what our passion is. But a lot of people, hi, Melissa on Rumble, nice to see you. But most of us, I shouldn't say most, but most of the people that I know, and in my own experience, I did not learn this until a lot later in life. But when I look over my life, I was a late bloomer about a lot of things. So I guess that's just, just me and the way I learn things and remember things. And I've noticed another thing that has changed for me. So when I had my session with Susan Redwine, she told me that we are given this gift of, she's the forgetfulness. When we come here, we don't remember where we were before, but as then we start to remember and we relearn these things, and they're all like, what's the word? I can't think of it, but we just, things will happen and we'll start remembering. And I've heard Melissa say so many times how she's forgetful as far as like she'll be on her show and she can't remember a message that she gave after the show. And I always thought, wow, I would really hate if that happened. I mean, that would just kind of bum me out a little bit. But you know what? I totally understand, because I've been doing the same thing, and not just like on my show. Like when I get done with the show, I'll be sitting afterwards thinking about it. I'll be like, what did I talk about? Because I don't remember, because I feel like the information is just coming through me, not from me. So I think that's why it doesn't stick with me. But I've noticed this too, just in my day-to-day life. And it's like what the things that I don't remember are the things that are really not necessary. They really don't matter. So the important things seem to stay with me, but the things that are really unnecessary just seem to be lost, which is fine. But it's just kind of a different experience because I've always had a really great memory and I've always remembered everything. So that was something kind of new for me that I had to get used to. Robin said she had to pull over. She lost the show. Oh, no. Well, I hope you're back. Oh, yep, she is. Veronica said she's a late bloomer as well, but it's still incredible and magical. I agree. I agree. So I hope you guys will decide to, set some goals for the new year. I don't usually throw mine away. Like I'll save them and I'll look them over, like a couple years later. And it's just funny because for like 5 years in a row, I've had some of the same things on my list. So, it doesn't matter as long as you are working towards them. And the one thing that I had on my list for so many years was publishing my first book. So that's pretty exciting that's one that I can cross off now. And I'm really excited to look at my ones from this past year because the last couple of years have been very, very transformative for me. And I'm sure they have for most of you as well. So if anyone would like a card, just let me know. And I would be happy to give you a message. But I hope if any of you are in a toxic relationship that you do get out of it. If you are in any kind of an abusive relationship, that you seek help. Because that is not a place that anyone needs to be. Oh, Robin said she really got a lot out of my class. Well, that is awesome, Robin. Thank you so much. So I hope if anybody else wants to, self-publish, because self-publishing is not nearly as hard as you think. It really isn't. The writing part I struggled with because it just, I was very stubborn about it. And the actually, posting it online and forming it into a book wasn't that hard. The thing I find the most challenging is trying to get the message out there, so people know about your book. Hi, Sarah. Okay, Veronica would like a message. Let's see, Veronica, what do we have for you? And I don't know if any of you caught Robin's show last night, Robin's Cosmic Soul Food. But she did animal. She told you your animal, like your totem animal, I believe it would be. That was really cool. And she's going to do past life readings, I think sometime this month, she said. So look out for that. And also, there we go for Veronica, sensitivity. So Veronica, I feel like you're very sensitive to some of these energies right now. Don't let anything anyone says to you hurt your feelings. Remember that when people say or do something, they're coming from their own place of misery or discomfort or anger. They're just lashing out at you because you're there. But they don't. Nothing that anybody says to you is your truth unless you accept it as your truth. I can remember before somebody that was not completely like in their right frame of mind, calling me names, and my mom was just appalled because she said, "Why would you tolerate that? Why aren't you upset?" Because I know it's not true. And that's what I told her. Like, it didn't affect me in any way at all, which at this point I knew that I was doing something right as far as healing myself and, really getting to know my true self. And she said, "Well, I would be so upset." She was angry about it. And I didn't feel anything. I felt sorry for the person because they had to be in a lot of pain to be spewing out stuff like they were spewing out. But I feel like you are kind of sensitive to the energies right now, Veronica. But I feel like you can really turn it around and use them to your advantage. Because this is a really good time for you to manifest. And I feel like if you take in some of this energy that you're feeling, and just, even if you just breathe it in, let out the old stuff and breathe in the new, and just let it kind of dissipate all over throughout you, I feel like it will be more positive for you. And you can use that, in manifesting more in your life. So I hope that helped you, Veronica. And I hope it made sense. Oh, Sarah, thank you so much for your super sticker. Kim says, could she get a message for her friend Deborah? Sure. I don't need her date of birth, though. That's on Carol Ann's show. No. Kelly Jo, I think it is. Or Psychic Joanne Leo, I believe. She's the one that does the date of birth stuff, which is pretty interesting. And speaking of Carol Ann, her show is on tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And I believe I kind of heard that Robin McGuire was going to be on her show. Robin said she had a lot of fun. She's going to dress up as a past life. Thank you for the shout out. Tomorrow she'll be on Carol Ann's show. So you guys tune in for that. You get a double dose. That'd be exciting. And then Friday, don't forget about Melissa Park's show at 8 p.m. Melissa always has wonderful messages. So let me see here. Let me get you a message for Deborah. Okay. Deborah. Oh, there we go. Well, Archangel Jeremiah is talking about Deborah needs to do a life review. And this is great timing with the end of the year. Take inventory of your life and see what things you have accomplished, because you've come a lot farther than you feel like you have. But when we take stock and take inventory of those things and you look at it from that viewpoint, you will see just how much you have accomplished in the last year, the last 3 years, the last 5 years. And you will be amazed because, we live our life every day and we take these little steps and we do this or do that. And we don't always realize when it has accumulated into this big thing, this big transformation or this big change. So I feel like that's really important for you to do. And I feel like you need to also look at different areas of your life, whether it's work, fun, home life, whatever, your spiritual life, your physical health, and make sure that every area of your life is balanced out. You don't want any of them to be out of balance, because when everything is in balance and, alignment, that's when our life and every aspect of our life just flows so much better. Our physical health, our mental health, our emotional health, all just flows along so much better. So I hope that helps Deborah. And, I think I passed up a couple people here, guys. Sorry. Let me go back. Okay, Veronica. Okay, Joyce. I got Joyce and then Sarah. Joyce. And right now at this time, and I know it's been like this for the last couple of years, everybody is going through a lot of stuff that possibly we've never gone through in our life. I've had a lot of friends in the last couple of years that have lost really close loved ones. Some was in the beginning of like maybe the middle of 2020 when people weren't allowed to visit in the hospital. And that's like very devastating. There's been so much change in the last 2 years for all of us individually and all of us, together. Oh. Well, this is interesting. chakra clearing, Joyce. They want you to clear out and balance your chakras. And there's Archangel Metatron is suggesting using sacred geometric shapes. You can also do this through meditation, visualization. You know, I had this one meditation that I did many years ago, and it was to balance the chakras. And in the meditation, you would visualize, you know, each chakra individually. You would focus on that part of your body where that chakra was located, the color, and then you would send it energy and send it energy. And you would watch like this ball or this spiral of colored energy just expand and expand. And I swear you could actually feel it in your body while you were doing this visualization. So any way that resonates best with you, Joyce, you just want to make sure that you stay in balance. Make sure that those chakras are all spinning in the right direction, and your energy will just flow. So I hope that helped you. And we have Sarah. Let's see what we have for Sarah. Oh, there we go. Sarah, you need to clear your space. Get rid of the clutter. And as we all know, that doesn't necessarily mean the stuff sitting around our house. This can be emotional clutter that you need to get rid of, emotional baggage that you are carrying around that is no longer serving you. You need to just throw it out. You need to get rid of it and clear that space for some more positive, loving energy to flow in. Because while this baggage is there, you know, it's just there in the way and it's not letting anything else through. And once you are able to clear that out, you'll see so much more positive energy coming your way. And now, you know, this is also, you know, it can be in your home. This is for physical clutter. Because when we do clear that clutter, whether it's in our home, our vehicle, our workspace, when we get that cleared up, the energy does flow better. You know, read a little bit about feng shui. It's very interesting. I remember reading about that like 30 years ago, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And I've noticed that a lot of times, like the way I arrange furniture and stuff, it's like I already knew how to do feng shui or something, because I would read the book and I'd be like, well, I already do that. I already do that. So, you know, it's all for the flow of energy. And you want to create the best flow for you so that that energy doesn't stop and get stagnant anywhere. But remember, you got to clear out that clutter in order for the energy to flow smoothly and for all of the good things that are coming to you to have room to get to you and to stay with you. So I hope that helps, Sarah. Okay. So, okay, what else we have here? Veronica said, thank you. Yes, very sensitive to energies, but I'm navigating it very well. Well, that is so good. May my friend Keith have a message, please? Of course. Keith, what do the angels have for you today, Keith? And Joyce says, that was beautiful. Thank you. And Sarah said, thank you so much. You guys are so welcome. Okay, come on. Okay, there we go. Keith, you got the card of gentleness. Be very gentle with yourself right now. I feel like maybe going through some things right now, or maybe some things are coming to light for you and you're doing some healing, but you need to be extra gentle with yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. You know, we all have a hard time forgiving ourselves for things. We all have a hard time when we don't know something that we feel like we should have known. But I mean, we can be our own worst critic and our own worst enemy sometimes. And you don't want to do that. We know what we know when we know, and there's really nothing we can do about that. When we know better, we do better. And you just need to be really gentle with yourself and give yourself a lot of extra attention right now, as far as like pampering yourself, self-care. Self-care is so, so, so important. And it has been coming up on the show probably since like February or March. So much about self-care, because none of us take good enough care of ourselves most of the time, because we're always busy. We're always putting other things first. But we have to take care of ourselves and our health. Otherwise, what's going to happen? Something's going to happen, and we're going to have to stop and just stop everything because we're going to be sick, or we're going to just be not feeling well or under the weather or whatever. So just be really gentle with yourself. Send yourself extra, extra love. You deserve it. I hope that resonates with you, Keith. Let's see. I know I missed somebody up here. Well, Kim. Got Super Kim here. Okay, and Robin. Okay, Kim. What do we have for Kim? And Melissa. See, I'm trying to remember everybody's names that I saw without having to go back. But if I do forget someone, please let me know. Because it's never my intention. So, like in relationships, how do you figure out what's important to you in a relationship? And it's usually by receiving the opposite of that. So for example, if honesty is like the most important thing to you in a relationship, you've probably had a few relationships where the other person was not honest with you at all. And through that, you've learned how important honesty is to you. Or maybe what you really crave in a relationship is for someone to just spend time with you. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You don't care about them spending money on you. You just want them to spend quality time with you. So maybe you came to that conclusion because you were in relationships where all they wanted to do is like, well, let's go to the movies. Then you sit now I'm not knocking going to the movies, but I'm saying you're sitting in the movies and you're enjoying a movie together, but it's not much conversation time. It's not much getting to know each other time. Maybe they would just rather spend money on you than spend time with you. And that's how you learned how important that quality was. We have to look at all these things that at the time we thought were a negative and see what we've learned from them, because they're actually for our best and highest good. So they are actually a positive. Okay, Kim, what we got for you? So I have to tell you guys, I'm really excited about this Halloween show because I haven't dressed up for Halloween in probably like 12 years. And I have not bought a Halloween costume in probably like 30. So I'm like real excited about this. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, Kim. Oh, here we go, Kim. Oh, well, you know this. Archangel Michael wants to remind you who you are. He wants to remind you how powerful you are. He wants to remind you that you can be such a light for others. He wants you to know this, and he wants you to know how loved you are. Ooh. And, when you give yourself permission to be your authentic self and to do the things that you've always wanted to do, like traveling. When other people see that, they're like, wow, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do something I've always wanted to do. You inspire others. You inspire others with your actions. And keep on doing that, because so many people are blessed by you. And when you bless others, you in turn are blessed. So you're doing all of this and inspiring a lot of people, and you have no clue about it. Some know, but there's a lot of people that are being inspired by what you're doing and the things that you're saying. So keep on doing that. That is just amazing. So I hope that message resonates with you. And Robin, what have we got for Robin? Well, Robin, probably not much I could tell you that you don't already know about yourself. But we'll see what the angels want to tell you today. Okay, here we go. Robin. Oh, look at this. You are a natural counselor, Robin. How true. And it says that you're a natural counselor and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. And, with what you do, Robin, with the beautiful messages that you give to people from their departed loved ones, you give them reassurance that they're still there, reassurance that they're with them, reassurance that, our spirit goes on. And a lot of times, some people really need to hear that. And so they all benefit from this. It's a beautiful gift. And it can give someone such peace of mind, knowing that their loved ones on the other side are doing well and are happy. So, you're blessing so many. Whoa. Somebody needs to speak their truth. You are blessing so many people with your gift. So they're very proud of you. They're very proud that you have acknowledged your gift in this lifetime. They're very proud that you are doing the work that you are doing because you are really helping others to heal in a way that they can't do on their own. Most people don't understand and realize that we can communicate with our loved ones that are on the other side. A lot of people I've seen, will go visit the cemetery and they'll sit there and talk to their loved ones. Well, I think that's wonderful. But you can do that, sitting in your home. Your loved ones are still going to hear you. Your loved ones are going to feel you. They feel your energy. And when you can connect, you will feel their energy as well. And you will get messages from them, maybe not them speaking directly to you or, touching your shoulder or giving you a hug, but they will send you messages, in certain ways. Like I find dimes a lot or a feather just come out of nowhere. No idea where it came from. One way that my dad has always let me know he was there is a yellow butterfly. And my mom acknowledged that back not long after my dad had passed. And I say a yellow butterfly will come and visit me at least once a week. It'll fly. If I'm sitting in the backyard, it'll come and fly like right, so to make sure I can see it. Or if I'm on the porch, I've had it come actually on the porch and just fly right through the porch right in front of me. So I know that's my dad saying, hey, I'm here. Don't forget me. Not that I ever could. So, Robin, just remember that that's a beautiful gift to be able to give to someone, that peace of mind about someone that they, loved so much. And Anita. Miss Anita. Oh, Anita, look at that. Relationship harmony, Anita. And the angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. So I feel like there may be some inner conflict within your family unit. Maybe some people are not getting along right now over certain issues, but just know that the angels are involved and they are helping everyone that's involved, helping each person to see things from a different point of view helping to soften them a little bit, to be a little more open-minded. Because, sometimes when we have an argument, we're like, I am right, I'm not listening to anything else about it. And people don't want to hear the other side or any variation thereof. And the angels are working in the background to help create some more harmony in these relationships. So know that is, in the works, and just be mindful of that. So I hope that helps for you, Anita. Okay. And I know we have Melissa over on Rumble. So let's see what we got for Melissa. Oh, Melissa, that one jumped right out. Ooh, Melissa, prosperity. I have not pulled this card for you before. This is Archangel Ariel. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. So I feel like you have some new projects on the horizon that you are in the process of manifesting. Maybe you have set the goal. Maybe you have set the intention. And I feel like this is something that you are working on. And I feel like the angels are wanting you to know that they are right there with you, helping you, and that these are going to be very prosperous endeavors. And even if you feel like, it may be way beyond your reach sometimes, because, we all get doubtful once in a while and all that, know that they are helping you. Look at all that. Look at all that abundance there. And I just see everything, so much abundance in your life, Melissa. I just see everything expanding exponentially for you. So I hope that message resonates with you. Let's see if I missed anybody else. Uh-oh, I just skipped somebody. I'm sorry, guys. Veronica said, well, let's see. Okay. Thank you. The message was appreciated. Okay. That was for Keith. Sarah said that makes a lot of sense. Kim says she has had 3 movies this summer. Yes, I wanted more interesting analogy. Robin said she loves to dress up for Halloween too, and she loved her wonderful message. Well, thank you, Robin. You are a blessing too. And Robin says she is also healing herself. Robin says, my mother is not at her grave. I was spirit writing after she passed. I started writing in my mom's handwriting. Wow. She gave me a beautiful message. That is pretty cool. I have to say I have not had that happen, but that's pretty neat. Sarah says, yesterday and today, both, when I walked out of the hospital, I was greeted by crows cawing. Wow. Boy, these birds just love you, Sarah. Anita, that is right on young couple in my family having terrible arguments over one's mindset. Well, that's pretty, I'm not going to say that's awesome, Anita, but, I love that the card was validation. That's pretty cool. So if I missed anybody, please let me know. And if not, you're welcome, Melissa. Anita, just know, that this is going to be okay. And that it's all going to work out. And, you said a young couple. It's especially when it seems like when you're younger, you get this tunnel vision of thinking, and you get this idea, and you just believe that you're right, and you won't see any other way at all. And, as you get older, you realize that there's many different views on everything. So just know that the angels are there working on this situation and helping to soften them a little bit. And, I feel like it's going to be okay. How about a message for our beautiful Tiffany if you have time? Sarah, how funny that you just read my mind. I was thinking the same thing. Oh, and I have to tell you guys, I don't know if you guys know this, but Miss Sarah here is a fantastic singer. Let me tell you, she absolutely blows me away with her voice. Absolutely amazing. I had no idea that she even sang. So I learned something new last week. Okay, here we go. Okay. Clairsentience. And this is Archangel Ariel reminding you to notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings because they signify divine guidance. And, Tiffany, I feel like you have like the most amazing energy. I don't know, I don't really even know how to describe it. But, I feel like you receive a lot of information, not just through feelings, but through a lot of your different senses. Um, and, ooh, and, I feel like the more you use that, of course, the more it's going to expand, just like every muscle and everything that we do. But I have a message here for Tiffany. Oh, there we go. Ooh. You are birthing new creations. Look at that beautiful picture. And it says, birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. And I feel like you are doing that on a very high level, not just the world that's right directly around you, but the world for all of us. You have so many great ideas. And, getting an idea, it's like planting a seed, just like when a baby, is created. And you plant it there and you feed it, nourish it, and watch it grow. And then eventually you're going to, it develops into exactly what it needs to be. And then you're going to give birth to it. And, could be just a simple idea. This could be a major project. But I feel like you have a lot of wheels spinning on a lot of different things that you want to do. And all of these things are just helping to create a more loving world, a more light-filled world. And then you are just inspiring and encouraging so many more people to do the same thing. So way to go, Tiffany. So I hope that resonated with you, Miss Tiffany. And let's see. Well, you are so welcome. Oh, and look at this. So the card for the group, I got this. Answer the call. And I know somebody got this card earlier too. What is your soul calling you to do? Oh, actually, you know what? That was the one that I drew before the show. How sweet that came up again. You need to figure out what is calling your soul, what your soul is calling you to do. Because I'm going to tell you that when you do something that you enjoy, like, just something that you enjoy, that's like, say, maybe like a level 1 or 2. When you do something that is your soul's work and you feel that spark and that fire in your soul when you do that, that's more like a level 100. So think of something that you really enjoy doing right now. Just, maybe a sport, or maybe you enjoy cooking. Okay, multiply that by 100 or 1,000. That's the joy that you're going to get when you are living in your purpose. And another card also came up with this one. Where is it? Oh, this one. Creating heaven on earth. It's happening. And we are creating heaven for ourselves. When we live in this place of our authenticity and we are doing the work of that our soul wants us to do, then we are creating heaven, aren't we? Because it's heaven is a state of mind. It's not a physical place. It's a spiritual place, and it's totally, it's a state of mind. And when we are in that place and when we are doing these things, we are creating heaven for ourselves. So why would you want to live anyplace else? Heaven is a beautiful state of mind. Let's see if they have any last messages for everyone. And then I will pull out an affirmation for the group as well. I like affirmations. Break the chain. They want you to break the chain. And it says ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. So we're stepping away from making the same mistakes that our ancestors made, right? We are breaking away from chains of abuse, from generations of abuse. We are breaking away from generations of, what else? Maybe poverty, generations of physical abuse, generations of different things like that. And we are the ones that are changing that. And we are the ones that are stopping that and turning that around. So, we need to keep on doing that, because this is going to change all future generations. When I was a kid, I never really thought about, my grandma and how I'm a part of her and a part of my mom and stuff. But now, since I'm older, I look at my children and I look at my grandchildren, and in my children, I can see myself. In my grandchildren, I can look at them and look into their eyes, and I see my children and I see myself. And it's so strange. And it's like a beautiful feeling. And I think, in 20 years, what are you going to be doing? That's going to be, a really exciting thing to see. My grandkids are all very open-minded and loving. And you can just see the light inside their soul when you look at them. And so, it's really exciting to watch them grow and change. And it was, I enjoyed that with my children as well. But with grandchildren, it is, and my mom always said it's completely different. And it really is. I'm not really sure why. Maybe it's because they're not your responsibility. You just get to love them. And you don't have to worry about, raising them. But the time that you get to spend with them is just absolutely amazing. I had my grandson, Brandon, here for a few days, and he's 5, and he went home Tuesday. And then yesterday, his sister, Hannah, who's 6, came. So that's been a lot of fun. And the kids are always a riot because they want to come in my room at night and want me to turn the lights off so they can see orbs. So we've been orb watching for the last couple of nights. So that was pretty fun. But I love that they're open to stuff like that. It's so cool. Okay, Sarah, I pulled a card for me. All is well. And this is Archangel Jeremiah. Everything is happening exactly as it is supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. Well, that's pretty exciting. I do know, in all of our lives, everything is happening is exactly as it is supposed to. And it is all happening for our best and highest good. So important to remember that. So important to remember that. Everything that happens is for our best and highest good. And, we can learn a lesson from every experience that we have. And it's really important that we do, so that we don't have to keep repeating, those negative situations. Well, guys, looks like we are out of time. I really enjoyed my time here with you guys tonight. I hope you'll come back next week and see me. everybody have a great week, and I love you all. Good night.
Become a Goldylocks Productions VIP patron.
Receive exclusive access to live stream special and
Other epic perks. Join the Goldylocks Productions VIP community today.